It's that time of the year. Many people succumb to the fact that it's just going to happen. They're going to put on a few extra pounds.
But our first guest this morning says it's possible to maintain your weight over the holidays. This morning we welcome Dr. Tunis Hunt with Hunt for Wellness. Good to see you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to see you guys.
Yes.
I think it's the truth. So many of us just give into it. We say, we're going to parties, I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink, I'm going to indulge, and we just think, yeah, we're going to gain a couple of pounds.
Absolutely. The biggest mistake people make is they have this, a reckless abandonment when it comes to the holiday season. They know they want to maybe change their exercise, change their diet, do some lifestyle changes once the new year starts, so they kind of overindulge the last couple of weeks of the year. And what they fail to realize is if they just have a little prevention, it's going to pay off huge dividends on the backside, not only with the lifestyle changes, but really in their ability to lose the weight or whatever they want to apply on the back end.
Now, you say it's possible to do that, and it starts with your mindset. Okay, help me out.
Absolutely. Well, again, like Colleen said, if you have the mindset that I'm going to approach this with a strategy in place, one that I'm not just going to have this reckless abandonment as far as eating whatever I want to do, because at the end of the day, in the new year, I'm going to make all these changes. If you do some small changes now and go into these parties now with the mindset that at the back end I'm going to have to do that much extra work, we can put these strategies in place, and some of the strategies that are most common that I like to tell people is this: start every morning off right. And what I mean by every morning is start with a big glass of water. A lot of times we forget that we haven't eaten or drank anything for 7, 8, 9 hours, and we're dehydrated. And so getting a good glass of water in our system is a good way of not only getting our metabolism going, but it actually satiates some of our hunger.
Right when you wake up, have a big glass of water.
First thing.
Okay.
A lot of the hunger that we feel throughout the day is just dehydration. So making sure that we get lots of water throughout the day can actually prevent some of the munchies. The second thing we want to make sure we do is get a good, nutritious breakfast. Lots of protein, lots of good fat. Not only satiates us throughout the day, but sets us up for good eating for the day. One of the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to the holiday party, maybe later that night, is they save their calories till the end. So they don't eat anything.
All day long.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so they walk into this party famished and hungry. And of course, what they're going to do is gravitate to all those delicious, fun holiday foods that we just think that we have to have. And so we overindulge in that. I say never walk into a party empty-handed or hungry. Always get a small snack or bring a small snack with you. That'll help you kind of ward off some of those other holiday treats. And there's nothing wrong with eating holiday treats. I think sometimes we wait all year long for some of these treats, and there's nothing wrong with eating them. But I tell people the 2-bite rule. Most things we can satiate our taste and what we really want to eat with 2 bites. And so if we do that smartly throughout the party, you're going to prevent yourself from eating a lot of that stuff. And lastly, remember that alcohol is sugar. There's nothing wrong with having a glass or a cocktail or something like that, but every time we're drinking that's empty calories and a lot of sugar that actually puts on the weight. And so I always tell people to imagine that cocktail as a cupcake, and every time we're just stuffing our face with another cupcake. And a lot of times we wouldn't do that
that's a good visual.
all the time. Absolutely. And so just having these strategies in place are great ways to kind of approach every and each holiday party.
You also want people to be more mindful and recognize what the enjoyment is, right? Because you say one splurge kind of leads to the next splurge, which is so true. Once you start, I call it opening the floodgates. Like once I've started, then I'm all in. To pay attention to what it is. What am I enjoying about this? Why?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with enjoying it. And as I said, sometimes we wait all year for a particular treat that we only get at the holidays. And I say enjoy it and not be guilty about it. But remember, the next day is not the day before. So if we jump off the wagon, get back on the wagon as quickly as possible. Like you said, unfortunately, a lot of people, they'll splurge one evening or one a party, and then the next day they wake up guilty, or they with the mindset of, well, now I've already blown my diet, I've already blown my mindset, I'm just going to keep the momentum going. And I say no, if you just get back on the wagon, get back to sensible eating, before you know it, all these little things aren't going to build up as much as it would have if you just had that reckless abandonment.
You wrote the adrenal code. What is the adrenal code? What is it?
Yeah, so one of the biggest frustrations people have about weight loss is they diet and they exercise, yet the weight stays and it's stuck. And what they fail to realize is how important hormones and stress and all those other things that wreak havoc in our body play a role in our ability to burn fat. And so the adrenal code was written so individuals can identify what stress is and how that affects our hormones, specifically cortisol, and more importantly, what people can do to kind of enhance their diet and exercise attempts.
People can download a copy of that for free right now at theadrenalcode.com.
Correct.
Theadrenalcode.com. You also host a series of free dinners and talks to help people learn more about this.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest passions we have is to share, knowledge with the public, and one of the best ways we've found to do that is free dinners, and we do that all across this region of Charlotte, and we're going to have a few set up in January about New Year, New You, how to boost the fat and how to recover from this holiday season. So if people want to check that out, they can go to thefreedinnertalk.com or call our office.
Yeah, healthy dinners too, we should add, right?
That's right, absolutely.
Again, you can go to the website that Dr. Hunt just mentioned, or you can call Hunt for Wellness at 704-588-1792. Again, 704-588-1792. Or visit freedinnertalk.com, freedinnertalk.com to learn more. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I'm going to have to change my mindset, Doc.
That's right.
Well, ahead on